Hello, I am Jeannette Washington, and I want to welcome you to the Color of Autism's parent training video, where we're connecting parents to culturally competent support. Our goal is for you to understand the appropriate goals for your child's early developmental needs and for you to utilize specific teaching methods to meet the needs of your child with developmental disabilities. This video was made possible by a grant from the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Reading starts with your ears, so let's talk about phonological awareness, with a heavy emphasis on the word phono, which means sound. Phonological awareness, therefore, means an individual's knowledge or perception of the sound structure of words. Phonological awareness is an important and reliable predictor of later reading ability and has, therefore, been the focus of much research. As we address early development, we will focus our attention towards phonological awareness. When it comes to reading, you've probably heard of phonological awareness, but you weren't quite sure how to define this phrase, mainly because it sounds more like science and less about reading. So let me break it down a bit. Phonological awareness is a broad skill that includes identifying and manipulating units of oral language, parts such as, but not limited to, words and syllables. Words, as you know, are a single meaningful and distinct element of reading and writing. Then there's syllables, which are a unit of pronunciation. Children with great phonological awareness can do three things. First, they are able to identify and make oral rhymes, which reminds me of this popular nursery rhyme. I'm sure you've heard of it. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. The second thing children with great phonological awareness can do is clap or stump out the number of syllables in a word. Give it a try. You can use 2-syllable words like mascot or pumpkin, or you can use 3-syllable words like basketball or Wisconsin, or you can use 4-syllable words like unexpected or disinfectant. The third thing children with great phonological awareness can do is recognize words with the same initial sounds like ticket and tennis or money and mother. As an early example, I mentioned nursery rhymes, but riddles, songs, poems, and read-alouds all help children to manipulate sounds. This, in turn, supports phonological awareness. For another example, using a familiar rhyme such as 5 Little Monkeys provides a playful and contextual message for young learners. Phonological awareness activities should involve highlighting phonological awareness concepts in songs, rhymes, poems, stories, and written text, finding patterns of rhyme, initial, final sound, consonants, and vowels by matching pictures to other pictures, matching pictures to sound letter patterns, matching pictures to words, matching words to other words, and overall using games to practice the awareness of syllable, rhyme, initial, and final sounds, and individual sounds in words. Creativity is key when practicing phonological awareness. Think about an instance when you can work with your child to clap the syllables in their name. Rhymes with movement foster multiple senses and are helpful for children. For instance, stomping your feet for the beat or syllable, feet, 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 marching down the street, 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 and just really using your playful skill set to help bring out the best as your child is working to gain phonological awareness. If you find it hard to be playful or creative, tap into your childhood. Think about things that you found fun when you were of school age. One example is using a mystery activity bag. Fill a bag with familiar objects. Your child can pull out an object, name it, clap all of the syllables to that object. Some items you can add to the mystery bag would be maybe a stuffed lion, a toy ball, pencil, and even more larger scale items like maybe a tablet or a scarf. Our ultimate goal within phonological awareness is to build literacy and language skills. What better way than to use a book? Consider a book accompanied with a song. Some examples that you can find will be One Love or Every Little Thing, both by the popular songs that were once created by Bob Marley. Speaking of books, storybooks with rhyme are notorious for sparking interest in children. They often bring the most engaging side of children to life. Consider storybooks like Llama Llama, Red Pajama, or Brown Bear, What Do You See? Those are just two of the reservoir of rhyming books that exist. Remember, reading books multiple times is encouraged. You'd be surprised to find that the meaning within the book may change. As we take a closer look into phonological awareness, there are general milestones for phonological development that I want to take time to address. These take place between ages 2 through 5. At the age of 2, children should say words that sound like the adult form in some way and use the P, B, M, W, H, T, D, and N letter sounds. At the age of 3, children should be understood by those familiar with them and have learned to say the K, G, Y, F, S, and Z sounds. At the age of 4, children should be generally understood by others and have learned to say the SH, J, CH, and L letter sounds. At the age of 5, children should be understood by others and may still be learning to say the R, TH, V letter sounds. According to the University of Michigan, phonological awareness is a metacognitive skill. Metacognitive simply means an ability to think about one's own thinking. So, in terms, phonological awareness is the ability to truly think about the sound structures of language. Phonological awareness allows a child to discriminate, remember, and manipulate sounds at the sentence, word, syllable, and sound level. The sound level is also called the phoneme level. A phoneme is the smallest unit of speech, and we'll discuss that in just a moment. It's important to lay the groundwork for phonological awareness before we discuss phonemes. For the sentence level, children ponder upon how many words are in a sentence. Think of the sentence, she sells seashells by the seashore. For the word level, children ponder, do these words rhyme? For the syllable level, children ponder, what is the last syllable in the word? And finally, for the sound level or the phoneme level, children ponder, what is the final sound in a sentence or photo? Now let's take a look at the word phoneme, as in phonemic awareness. Though used interchangeably, and not to be confused with phonological awareness, phonemic awareness has subtle differences from phonological awareness. Let me explain. As previously stated, phonemes are the smallest units comprising spoken language. Therefore, phonemic awareness refers to the specific ability to focus on and manipulate individual phonemes in spoken words. Phonemes combine to form syllables and eventually words. For example, the word mat, M-A-T, has 3 phonemes: M, the A, and the T sounds. M-et. There are 44 phonemes in the English language, including sounds represented by letter combinations such as TH or NG. Acquiring phonemic awareness is important because it is the foundation for spelling and word recognition skills. Phonological and phonemic awareness are the best predictors of how well children will learn to read during the first 2 years of school instruction. Phonemic awareness activities involve the smallest units of sound only. For example, being able to hear C-A-T, k-at, in the word cat requires phonemic awareness. Another example would be being able to hear sh-ak in the word shack. That's S-H-A-C-K. These sounds cannot be any smaller. Now you may be wondering, what's the difference between phonics and phonemic awareness? Well, phonics involves the relationship between sounds and written symbols, whereas phonemic awareness involves sounds and spoken words. Also, as you heard from the examples presented previously, most phonemic awareness tasks are oral, while phonics instruction focuses on teaching sound spelling relationships and is associated with print. Phonemic awareness is absolutely necessary for phonics or phonics instruction to be effective. As a recap, we've discussed phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics. Phonological awareness is a broad skill that includes identifying and manipulating units of oral language, parts such as words and syllables. Despite there being 26 alphabetic letters, there are 44 phonemes in the English language, including sounds represented by letter combinations. Phonics helps the student map sounds into spellings. Phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics are all different, but they all serve points. Points that have to be reached as we're building readers. Let's pause and take a quiz so we can really gather all of the information we've retained. Grab a pen and paper and we'll get started. First question: what is the best indicator of how well your child will learn to read during the first 2 years of school instruction? A, phonological awareness, B, phonemic awareness, or C, both? If you answered C, then that is the correct choice. Both phonological awareness and phonemic awareness are the best predictors of how well your child will learn to read. during the first 2 years of school instruction. Please answer this statement true or false. Rhyming is a phonological awareness skill. If you answered true, then you are correct. Phonological awareness is all about sound manipulation and rhyming. It falls directly under that category. Finally, can you name an activity that you can do with your child that would help support phonological awareness? If you said anything about clapping or stumping syllables, reading, using a mystery bag, or rhyming, then you are absolutely correct. There are no wrong ways to use creative and playful activities to enhance and support phonological awareness. I hope you were able to answer the questions correctly, but more importantly, I hope you were able to reflect on how phonological awareness affects your child's early development and understand the specific teaching methods to meet the needs of your child with developmental disabilities. Thank you for viewing the Color of Autism's parent training video.